हेलो क्लास। आज हम अपने प्रीवियस लेक्चर को कंटिन्यू करेंगे। सो टुडेस टॉपिक इज स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ अ शाफ्ट ऑफ वेयरिंग सेक्शन। और वेयरिंग सेक्शन पे हम स्ट्रेंथ किस बेसिस पे देखेंगे कि जो टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं डिफरेंट सेक्शंस, तो उसमें जो मिनिमम वैल्यू होगी टॉर्क्स की जिस शाफ्ट पे, तो वो उसकी स्ट्रेंथ होगी। क्या होगा? जब भी जिस हर एक शाफ्ट का अपना अपना एक टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस होगा। हर एक शाफ्ट क्या करेगा? एक टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस करेगा। ठीक है। अब उसमें जो सबसे मिनिमम होगा टॉर्क वैल्यू, तो वो उसकी पूरे सेक्शन की वो स्ट्रेंथ होगी। ठीक है। तो इस पे ही हम कुछ क्वेश्चन देखेंगे इसी टॉपिक पे। सो हियर इज द क्वेश्चन। शाफ्ट ABC of 500 mm, here is the total length of shaft and 40 external diameter. Here 40 external diameter, that means it is hollow, is bored for a part of its length AB to a 20 diameter, and for the remaining length BC to a 30 diameter bore. If the shear stress is not to exceed 80 Newton per square, find the maximum power the shaft can transmit at a speed of 200 rpm. Here is the given data. And if the angle of twist in the length of 20 diameter bore is equal to that in the 30 diameter bore, find the length of the shaft that has been bored to 20 and 30 diameter. Now here angle of twist for both the lengths of the shaft is same. So here is the diagram according to given question. The diagram is this. Here is 20 internal diameter and 30 internal diameter. Here is length L1 of AB section and L2 for BC section. Here is total length 500 external dia 40 length of shaft AB, which is which can be finding out. D1 is internal diameter of AB is 20 L2 length of shaft BC, जो कि क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है, तो D2 internal diameter of BC 30 Now tau is maximum shear stress 80 Newton per square, and is speed of shaft which is in rotation per minute. T1 torque transmitted by shaft, and T2 is torque transmitted by shaft BC. Here is the strength of this complete section, or this complete configuration, is the minimum torque transmitted by the shaft. Okay, whether it is AB shaft or BC shaft. Now the torque transmitted by hollow shaft, here is the formula: pi by 16 tau d outer to the power 4 minus d inner to the power 4 divided by d outer, or external diameter. So here for portion AB, so T1 equals to pi by 16 tau d outer to the power 4 minus d inner to the power 4, yeah, or d1 to the power 4 divided by d outer. So put the values. Tau is given in the question. So tau value is 18 Newton per square. The outer diameter is 40. Internal diameter for AB shaft is 20 So put it here and solve this. So it will give 942.47 Newton meter. Whole data is Newton So it will give 4942.477 Newton So in 1 equals to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So it will give 942.47 Newton meter. Now torque transmitted by hollow shaft BC. So T2 is pi by 16 tau d outer to the power 4 minus d2 to the power 4 divided by d outer. So here we put the values and it will give d internal is 30 d outer is 40 So it will give 687.223 Newton meter. Now the safe torque transmitted by the whole shaft is 687.223, which is minimum. minimum torque transmitted by the shaft. So here torque transmitted by the shaft is 687.223. Now the power transmitted by the shaft, we know from the question there is speed and torque. Now the formula is power equals to 2 pi nt by 60. So we put the values of speed and torque transmitted, that means step torque transmitted. So 2 pi into 200 into 687.223 divided by 60. So we calculate this, it will give 14.39 kilowatt. Now from the torsional equation, because in the question he is asking length of shaft AB and BC. So here we know the angle of twist is same for AB and BC. From the torsional formula, T by J equals to C theta by L. So material is same and the torque transmitted safely by the angle of twist in shaft AB is TL by CJ. Now TL1 by CJ1, material is same and torque transmitted is safely for both, the torque transmitted value is same. So T and C for both the shaft is same. So here L1 and J1 and L2 and J2. Then angle of twist is same. Then theta 1 equals to theta 2. So we put it here. TL1 by CJ1 equals to TL2 by CJ2. We have cut torque and C for same. So here L1 by J1 equals to L2 by J2. So here is the relation between L1 and L2, length of shaft AB to length of shaft BC. Here is the relation. We calculate this and put the values of external diameter and internal diameter of both the shafts. So it will give 1.37 L2. Here is L2 is 500 minus L1 because total length of the shaft is 500 mm. So put it here and it will give length of AB is AB shaft is 289 mm and L2 is 211 mm. This is length of shaft BC. This is the answer. Now another one question. Two solid shaft AB and BC of aluminum and steel respectively. Now both the shafts are different materials, are rigidly fastened together at B and attached to two rigid supports at A and C. Shaft AB is 7.5 centimeter and 2 meter in length. Shaft BC is 5.5 centimeter in diameter and 1 meter in length. A torque of 20,000 Newton centimeter is applied at the junction B. Compute the maximum shearing stress in each material. What is the angle of twist at the junction? At the junction, take modulus of rigidity. Here is the value of modulus of rigidity, C aluminum and CST. Now from the question, here is the diagram. A and C is fixed and B at B, both the shafts are fastened together. So here is the diameter of aluminum and here is the diameter of steel, and the torque is applied at the joint, and the length of the shaft aluminum shaft is 2000 meter or 2 meter, and for shaft steel length of shaft is 1 meter. Now for solid shaft AB, material is aluminum and length is 2000 mm, diameter 75 mm, and modulus of rigidity is 0.3 into 10 power 5. For solid shaft BC, material is steel, length of steel shaft is 1 meter and diameter is 55 mm. Modulus of rigidity 0.9 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. This is the given data in this question. And torque at the junction B, so T value is 20,000 Newton centimeter. The torque is applied at the junction B, so angle of twist is same for AB and BC. Now theta 1 equals to theta 2 equals to theta. So here T1 torque transmitted to shaft AB and T2 is torque transmitted to shaft BC. From the torsional equation for shaft AB, then T1 by J1 equals to C1 theta 1 by L1, then theta 1 equals to T1 L1 by C1 J1. Put the values of L, C and J because T and theta both are unknown. So here we put the all values and it will for short BC theta 2 equals to T2 L2 C2 J2. We know the value theta 1 equals to theta 2 at the junction. So here it will give the relation into T1 and T2. So T1 equals to 0.576 T2. Now from the question, total torque T is 20,000 Newton centimeter. So here in mm and T1 plus T2 equals to T. So put the value of T1. So it will give T2 value is 126,900 Newton mm and the T1 is 73,100 Newton mm. Now in the question he is asking for maximum shear stress. So again from the torsional equation T by J equals to tau by R. So we want to find shear stress, that means tau equals to T1 into R1 by J1. Put the values of T1 is 73,100 Newton mm into R is the radius of the shaft. Here is the diameter 75 mm divided by 2 and J is polar moment of inertia, which is pi by 32 into 75 to the power 4, which is equals to, now calculate these values. Now calculate, it will give 0.882 Newton per mm square. For shaft VC, again using this formula, tau 2 equals to T2R2 divided by J2 and put the values of torque, radius and polar moment of inertia. So it will give 3.884 Newton per mm square. Now angle of twist theta equals to theta 1 equals to theta 2. So we calculate angle of twist either from this equation or from this equation. Both given same values. So 73,100 into 2000 divided by polar moment of inertia, that is J, and this is the value of C. So it will give 0.00157 radian. This is the answer. I hope you will understand the problems.